Good evening, everyone. My name is Hewley Ho, a volunteer conducting IT classes in library at Harbourfront. At this moment, we have converted these classes using Zoom online. I'm a volunteer with NLB and also a SIVA member. Now, the notes of this session is available in my blog, itforseniors.wordpress.com. If you are interested to have a soft copy of my notes, go to my blog, the bottom right-hand corner, find the word follower or follow. Click on it and submit your email address. Then you will get subsequent notes whenever I post a new lesson. For those past lessons that NLB has conducted online, like Windows 10, housekeeping, and Grab app usage, you can actually view a repeat by clicking the YouTube link on the post in question. Now, coming to today's topic on Facebook, it is a matter of the mind. Acquire self-confidence to engage with Facebook. My view is the quickest way to acquire self-confidence is to do exactly what you are afraid to do. There are a lot of popular social media apps in the world and in Singapore. So here I have given you some grading, 1 to 10. So as you know, Facebook ranked about number 3, quite close to WhatsApp number 2, and YouTube is number 1. So Singapore, with a population around 5.85 million people, from Google, you will get some opinion that YouTube has about 4.66 million users in Singapore. WhatsApp about 4.6 and Facebook about 4.5. So this is about the viewership of or the usage using these top 3 apps. In the notes you can find this, you can read more about this. Basically, social media has many platforms, and all these platforms, by giving you a free account, actually is collecting data and lifestyle of every user. How they use it all depends on the commercial requirements. Mainly is for advertising. So below I write, data technology is how to collect, how to store, how to analyze, and how to manage and protect. So all these are done by formulation we call algorithm. It's a very specialized discipline in learning big data and data technology. So this one, if any of your children or grandchildren interested, is a very good discipline for future to come. In engaging in social media, here I have listed down some of the advantages and disadvantages. You can go through them, and if you have time to come back to us again in the next lesson, you can ask more detailed questions on what I have given you all the awareness of what is happening or the consequence of using Facebook or any social media. Now, these are some of the advice I can give for people using the Facebook app. Be smart, respectful, digital citizen. Try to think and learn critical thinking to avoid scams when we are connected to the internet. The next aspect is try to spot fake news videos false or misinformation. Now, the objective of Facebook is to give people the power to build community, to bring the world closer together. Here, I have given you the first page of Facebook if you have an account with Facebook. So there are a lot of icons here and there on the page. So I have listed down a few for you all. The first one right on top right-hand corner is the Messenger app, where you can use it for video conferencing and instant messages like WhatsApp. Below you have home, marketplace, watch, notification, and menu. And each one has its own respect of content. Marketplace is mainly advertising platform for people who want to make you aware what they are selling and the advantage and disadvantage of their product. Now, in Facebook, you have many friends. They will post something, they will comment something. We have to understand their perception. So here I've given you one example of looking at the number 6 and 9. So other influences on perception can be past experience of the person, assumption and expectation of the person, the character traits, educational background, how he or she is brought up, how he or she believes in whatever that's around us, the culture, and the faith. So all this you will gain experience when you start to different groups of friends, especially different nationality all over the world. How can I become a responsible digital citizen? Here I have given you some points for you to consider and be aware of. Most important is how you want to project yourself. We call that a digital footprint. If you're worried about people know too much about you, then you know what words to use when you comment on your friend's post. You have to be responsible when you communicate with your friends, because whatever you do, as I say, is all recorded as a digital footprint. From there, the program can analyze and, you can say, judge you on what type of people you are. You can also help the community if you see something that is not right or something that is right you want to encourage. So be a critical thinker. Provide and share constructive comments. Try not to engage in yes and no argument in the Facebook comment or posting. Think before you post or forward. Because if you keep on posting fake news, then your friends will conclude that you are a type of person who are not serious with what you have read. Digital footprint can consist of some of these points. It's a matter of how much you want to record in the Facebook account. Read this and consider carefully what you want to put in Facebook. Now, in information, we have fact, we have opinion. Opinion can be subdivided into subjective opinion and objective opinion. Subjective opinion is opinion with feelings, with emotion. Definitely, that is not so accurate compared to objective opinion. So if you are the person who received that opinion, you have to learn how to distinguish these two types of opinion. And worst of all is a false information. False information got two types. One is totally false One is silent on the truth and just give you the non-truth. Or sometimes information is biased. So all this, you have to judge yourself what you are reading. Media literacy includes these few points. We have to learn to be smarter when we look at every post in Facebook. First example is it an advertisement? Normally in Facebook, if it is a paid post, they always have a small word, sponsor. I think put at the top left-hand corner before the content. Then you know that that post is biased against what they are talking about. It can be a product, it can be a service, it can be even a news. So distinguish between biased and unbiased reporting. Is it factual or just a garbage of biased opinion? So from there, you can see the sources and you can judge that sources, facts come from that source, most likely is a biased opinion or whatever it is. You have to judge yourself. The other thing is how reliable and responsible is the news reported. And worst of all is the last part where the scammers try whatever way to make you believe they are the true person or they are telling the truth in order to share some of your wealth. Now, this is one example of a fact. It is true because this is a strawberry. But this is an opinion. You read carefully the statement, it's very hard to prove that this strawberry is only available in this city because it's very hard to prove. So we call this an opinion. Fake news. There are ways to identify fake news. First is a very clear example. Are you so lucky that you won the first prize? You ask yourself. Images and scenery can be edited and Photoshop to make it real. I can show you some example later on. Check the link where it comes from when you're reading some news or some post. If we don't have a clear identity, like IBM.com, you're very clear that it's come from IBM company. But if the link is 1234.com or abc.com, then you have to think carefully. What does ABC stand for? Sometimes people like to post old news or old videos, and you can find the clue sometimes. The date is there, so you know that that is the outdated news. It's not the current news. It can be happening during the current situation, but it is not the thing happening at that current time. It is happened maybe 3-4 years ago. So check the date and time carefully. And one of the things we have to check whether it's a biased reporting is who said that, what is said, why, and agenda. If you can answer some of the questions, you can roughly judge how accurate is the news. Next thing is whoever who write the post, whether they are credible people, who is the author, and so on. You can get all this from the notes. There are some more here. You can read through it. It's all in the notes. Now, I have one example down here. It's a winter scene. So is this photo real or fake? It looks real. But if I show you the second picture, you will know that it is a fake photo. It is actually taken in summer. So some smart artists just draw a winter scenery get two child stand in front of it, take a picture of it and crop, and that is what you get from the earlier picture. Now this is another one. Now just to give you some background of this one, this is a famous iconic structure carved by nature, not by human being, by the wind, carved by the wind. And to go up there from road level, you have to walk at least 1.5 hours to reach this place. So some people who don't have a chance to go there because it's a very remote place may just go to a photo studio and take a picture in front of it and say they have went there. So the question to ask is, how long you go up to this place? If they can't answer you, means that it is a fake picture. Right or left is a fake one. So now you see, I told you the right picture is fake. The left picture is real. When I say real, I mean somebody actually standing down there and took the thing. The right one is actually taken from a photo magazine. So you see all these things people can manipulate to just achieve an objective. There are many other ways Photoshop can play all this. How to manage fake and false news? For me, I don't bother much. Once I know it's fake, I just delete away. I don't even forward or post to friends. If your friend keep on sending you fake things, you can hide the post. I will show you this later on, or maybe in the second lesson. You can go to some useful website to fact check the background of the photo, whether real or fake. So these are some of the websites you can go to check. And these are all working websites. I checked, they are still working. But whether they have the news that you are searching for, all depends on whether that is of interest to that company. But whatever happened, Mothership is a local website. You can try that one first. I was told even Straits Times, there's a telephone number that you can ring to check by WhatsApp. You send the picture to them, they can tell you whether is it real or fake. I have the number, but I didn't put it here. So Mothership is one of the easy way to check. Using the Facebook. Those who already have Facebook, you know how you use it. For those who want to start using a Facebook account, technically you create an account. Then you have a group of friends. So you tell your friends, please join my account. So they are your friends. So in that sense, you are inviting them to join. Or your friend may know you have an account. Then they request you to accept them as a friend. So that is called requesting manner. So you can invite or you can request, both the same. You will enter into your account as your friend. There's another term we say friends of friends. Friends of friends is the second level. That means, say for example, my daughter is my friend. So I can see whatever she write in the her Facebook account. Then if any of her friend comment on her post, I can see. So it's the same thing as my friend commented on my post. My daughter also can see. And best of all, if you know your daughter's friends of friend, you can still be friend. So you jump one level. So that means whatever your daughter's friend posts, you can see everything he or she write. So that's how you build your network connection. So create a Facebook account. After you have the account to write your post, I will show you in the next, next lesson. But basically, it's on the front page. There's a word, say what's on your mind. That is where you start writing your post. You can add video, you can add photos, you can tag or you can avoid any of your friends not reading the post. All these are options you can learn. Now, this is a post submitted by my friend. And you notice the first thing is my friend's name is on top. I block it already. Then below, they have a three reaction. If you think the post is good and you like it, in a way you thank your friend, you can click a like, then they start to add up the number. Or you can give further comment to reinforce what is inside this video. Or you can share with friends, not within the group. Can be anywhere, can be WhatsApp, can be anywhere. You can share by providing a link to your WhatsApp group or whatever it is. So that is one common way friends start to share whatever posting they have done among friends. Now, be mindful. If somebody just come in and request to be your friend, my policy is, if I haven't seen the person physically, I don't trust that person is the right person. He can claim that he's my daughter's friend, but if I haven't seen it, there are two ways I can do it. I can contact my daughter and say, is this your friend? Or if within the same country, we can meet each other, we can have a coffee chat before accepting as a friend. But I noticed some of people have 1,000 of friends in the Facebook, but in my view, can you manage 1,000 friends commenting on the thing? So you have to judge whether you want to be that type of people or you want to be more selective and just have a group of active friends. Now, with the same post I mentioned just now, further down, they have another information. You can watch the video again, or you can share, or you can send by messenger to your friend the link. And one thing I'm highlighting here is on top of the post, there are three dots, three horizontal dots. If you click on it, you will see there are many options for you. If your friend is always sending nonsense to you, you can unfollow your friend. Unfollow is different from unfriending the friend. Unfriending means you totally cut off the connection. Unfollow means your friend is still your friend in your network, but whatever posts come related to this kind of thing will not show on your account. And you can even report to Facebook if there's something that here I write, false news, hate news, and all this. These are some of the criteria that Facebook do not allow. So you can do that also. All these are in the notes. You can look it back again. Here also, you can slowly read from the notes some of the practices in social media. You have to go through the learning curve to gain confidence yourself. But the most important thing is number 17. Try to have 2FA set in your social media accounts, not only Facebook, in any social media account, to prevent imposter coming in. So that means in Facebook, you have to trade with Facebook company, your name. You can, don't give the full name. If you want to say Mary Tan or whatever it is, you can. Your mobile number and your email address. These are the basic three things you have to share with Facebook. And you have to find a way to block it in such a way only Facebook know it. Your friends will not see it, your mobile number. All that I will talk in the second lesson. How to protect your privacy in that sense. So this is important. Once you have 2FA, is very secure that no imposter can pretend is your friend or pretend as you to influence your other friends. Okay, in summary, The advantage of engaging with friends on Facebook outweighs the little personal data we trade with Facebook. So you remember just now I told you there are 3 things you must give to Facebook, but you can block it that no other public or even your friends can see it. Because Facebook is not the channel to tell your friend your mobile number. You have to use other channel to tell your friend your mobile number. So this is one thing. The second thing is what you say in the Facebook account and what your friends say about you in the Facebook account. You have to think carefully what you want Facebook to record, because that is your story of your life. That is the lifestyle of your life. So most of us are actually commoner in the database. So commoner are not interested by all these search engine. What they are interested is rich and famous people, because they are the people with more power to buy things. They are the people scammer can get some money from them. If in the Facebook they have done something wrong, they can hold them at ransom. So if we are commoner, we are not that. We are just doing what I just told you, be respectable and talk in a very objective way. So the search engine are not interested in us. So that is the message I want to pass to you all. This I will talk in the second part 2 lesson. So I will give you more examples of this. Because in Facebook, you also can learn a lot of DIY tips. People actually show you how skillful they are in doing whatever they are doing. A mason, a carpenter, even electrician, and all this. And Facebook also has a video conferencing app. They call it Facebook Messenger. They have upgraded it now that you can use it for video conferencing. So these are some of the things I will talk in the part 2 of this Facebook session.